My beloved child, before you move forward, before you close this moment and return to the noise of the world, I need you to hear what I am about to speak over your life. This is not coincidence that brought you here. This is divine appointment. Every word you are about to receive has been written with love, crafted in eternity, and delivered at precisely the moment your soul needed to hear it. Do not let distractions pull you away. Do not let the enemy whisper that this is just another message. Put aside your phone, quiet your mind, and open your heart completely. What I am about to reveal to you before this day ends will change everything. There is urgency in the spirit realm tonight. Angels are moving, heaven is releasing. And you, precious one, are at the center of what I am doing. Stay with me until the end. Every word carries divine intention. Every phrase holds the power to unlock what has been sealed in your life. This is your moment. This is your hour. You need to see this before midnight. My beloved child, listen not just with your ears, but with your soul. For this moment, quiet as it may seem, is sacred. It is not random, it is not ordinary. This is the hour I have set apart before the foundations of the world, a divine intersection between your longing and my promise. You have not stumbled here by accident. Every step you took, even the missteps, even the moments you doubted, I used them all to bring you right here, right now. While you were questioning, I was preparing. While you were breaking, I was building. While you thought I was silent, I was speaking to your spirit in whispers deeper than words. The clock may show that midnight approaches, but in my realm, this is the dawning of your new beginning. Time moves differently when eternity intersects with earth. What seems like an ending is actually a beginning. What feels like delay is actually divine timing unfolding with perfect precision. You may feel tired. You may feel unseen. You may even wonder if I have passed you by. But hear me clearly. I have never taken my eyes off of you. Not for a moment. You have been carried, covered, and carefully led, even when you couldn't perceive it. The angels assigned to your life are not just protectors. They are enforcers of the authority you carry. When you speak with divine authority, they move to implement your words. When you pray with kingdom confidence, they mobilize to manifest your petitions. When you declare with holy boldness, they activate to establish your proclamations. You have been waiting for me to use someone else to bring breakthrough to your situation. But I am waiting for you to step into the authority I have already given you and command breakthrough to manifest. You have been hoping someone else would pray the prayer that changes everything, but I have equipped you to be the one who prays with authority that moves heaven and earth. The authority you carry extends beyond your personal life into the lives of those around you. I have made you a gateway of blessing, a channel of healing, a conduit of breakthrough for others. The prayer you pray tonight will not only transform your life, it will impact generations you will never meet. Right now, in this midnight hour, I am activating the authority that has been dormant in your spirit. You will notice a new boldness in your prayers, a fresh confidence in your declarations, an increased effectiveness in your spiritual warfare. This is not pride. This is the awakening of divine authority. Stop asking me to do what I have already empowered you to do. Stop begging me to move when I have given you the authority to command. Stop waiting for someone else to take authority when I have placed it within your own spirit. Speak to your situation with the authority I have given you. Command your circumstances to align with my will. Declare my promises over your life with the confidence of one who knows their position in my kingdom. You are not a beggar. You are royalty. You are not powerless. You are mighty. You are not defeated. You are victorious. The authority you carry is not just for this midnight hour. It's for every day that follows. Learn to walk in it, speak from it, and operate through it. The world is waiting for believers who understand their authority and are not afraid to use it for the advancement of my kingdom. You are not just blessed, beloved. You are a blessing. You are not just helped. You are a helper. You are not just delivered. You are a deliverer. The authority I have placed within you is meant to be shared, demonstrated, and multiplied through your obedience. Step into your authority, precious one. The midnight hour is your moment of divine empowerment. Precious one, there is something supernatural about this midnight hour that you must understand. While the world sleeps, while darkness covers the earth, I am moving in ways that daylight cannot contain. This is not just any night. This is the night I have appointed for your breakthrough to manifest. In the natural realm, midnight signifies the end of one day and the beginning of another. But in the spirit realm, midnight is the hour of greatest authority, when heaven's power flows most freely, when angelic activity reaches its peak. This is why I chose this moment to speak to you. This is why your spirit has been restless, why sleep has eluded you, why you found yourself here at this precise time. I am the God who works in the midnight hour. I delivered Peter from prison at midnight. I split the Red Sea in the darkness. I was born in the quiet of night, when the world was unaware that everything was about to change. And tonight, my beloved child, I am birthing something new in your life that will leave the enemy stunned and your friends amazed. You have been walking through what felt like a long night season, days when the sun seemed hidden, when hope felt distant, when my voice seemed muffled by the thick clouds of circumstance. But what you didn't realize is that I was using that darkness to prepare you for this moment. The midnight hour is not your enemy. It's your appointment with destiny. Listen carefully. What I am about to release in your life cannot happen in broad daylight. It requires the intimacy of this sacred hour, the silence of this holy moment, the covering of this divine darkness that shields you from the eyes of those who would doubt what they cannot understand. Right now, as the clock approaches midnight in your natural time zone, I am releasing a supernatural grace over your life. Grace to believe beyond what you can see. Grace to receive beyond what you can imagine. Grace to walk in authority beyond what you've ever experienced. The river of my presence is flowing stronger tonight than it has in months. Can you feel it? The current of my love is pulling you deeper into the waters of healing, restoration, and renewal. Don't resist the flow, precious one. Let yourself be carried by the stream of my goodness that knows exactly where you need to go. This midnight hour is pregnant with promise. Every prayer you've prayed in the darkness is about to give birth to breakthrough. Every tear you've cried in the silence is about to water the garden of your miracle. Every act of faith you've taken when you couldn't see the way forward has been building toward this moment of divine revelation. I am awakening gifts in you that have been dormant. I am stirring up dreams that have been sleeping. I am breathing life into visions that seemed dead. The midnight hour is not the time of ending. It's the time of beginning. It's when I do my most powerful work, when I move in ways that leave no doubt that it was me. Your breakthrough doesn't need daylight to arrive. Your miracle doesn't need perfect conditions to manifest. Your blessing doesn't need human understanding to be released. All it needs is this: your willingness to receive what I am giving you in this sacred midnight hour. The angels surrounding you right now are not guardians of fear. They are messengers of hope. They carry with them the fragrance of heaven, the sound of breakthrough, the atmosphere of victory. Breathe it in, beloved. Let it fill your lungs, your heart, your very being. You are exactly where you need to be. This is exactly when you need to be here. And what I am about to show you before this night ends will transform your understanding of how much I love you and how carefully I have been orchestrating every detail of your life. My beloved child, in the stillness of this hour, I want you to hear what I have been whispering to your spirit when the world was too loud for you to listen. There are truths I can only share in the quiet, revelations that require the sacred silence of this midnight moment to be fully received. You have been wondering if I truly see your struggles, if I notice your faithfulness when no one else does, if your prayers are actually reaching my throne. Let me settle this question once and for all. I see everything. I miss nothing. Every moment of your obedience, every act of kindness when you received no recognition, every choice to trust me when circumstances suggested otherwise. It has all been recorded in heaven with golden ink. The whisper you're hearing in your heart right now, that's not your imagination. That's not wishful thinking. That's my voice, speaking directly to the deepest part of your being, confirming what I have always known about you. You are chosen. You are precious. You are mine. And you are about to step into a season of unprecedented favor. In the darkness, distractions fade away. The noise of opinions quiets. The pressure of performance dissolves. And in this sacred space, you can finally hear what I have been saying about your life all along. You are not a mistake. You are not behind schedule. You are not disqualified by your past. You are perfectly positioned for what I am about to do. The enemy has been working overtime to convince you that midnight represents an ending, a deadline, a moment when opportunities expire. But I want to reveal a mystery to you. In my kingdom, midnight is when the greatest miracles begin. It's when heaven's warehouse opens. It's when angelic assignments are activated. It's when the impossible becomes inevitable. Listen to my whisper in the darkness. I have not forgotten the desires of your heart. Every dream you thought was too late to pursue. Every vision you believed was out of reach. Every promise you wondered if I would keep. They are all still alive in my heart. What seems dead to human eyes is merely dormant in divine timing. The river of my grace is flowing through your life right now like a gentle current, washing away the debris of disappointment, clearing the channels of blessing that have been blocked by doubt. Can you feel it? The cleansing, the refreshing, the renewing that comes when my presence moves through every area of your existence? I am whispering secrets to your spirit that will give you wisdom for the days ahead. Strategies for breakthrough that cannot be learned in books. Insights for relationships that can only come from heaven. Understanding of your calling that illuminates the path you're meant to walk. These are not generic truths. These are personal revelations crafted specifically for you. The darkness that surrounds this midnight hour is not empty. It's full of my presence. It's thick with possibility. It's charged with the power to transform everything that has been waiting for this moment of divine intersection. You are not alone in the darkness, precious one. You are surrounded by the cloud of my glory. Your spirit recognizes this moment even if your mind doesn't fully understand it yet. Something deep within you is stirring, awakening, coming alive. That restlessness you've been feeling, that sense of anticipation, that knowing that something is about to shift. You're sensing the movement of my spirit preparing to manifest what I have already declared over your life. Don't analyze this moment. Receive it. Don't question this whisper. Trust it. Don't doubt this divine appointment and embrace it. The God of the universe has cleared his schedule to speak personally to you in this midnight hour. Every word carries the weight of heaven. Every promise holds the power of eternity. The whisper in the darkness is becoming a roar of victory over your life. Can you hear it? The sound of chains breaking, doors opening, rivers flowing, deserts blooming. This is the sound of your breakthrough being born in the midnight hour. Precious one, before you can step fully into what I have prepared for your future, we must address the chains that have been holding you captive to your past. Tonight, under the covering of this sacred darkness, I am breaking every link that has kept you bound to yesterday's pain, yesterday's mistakes, yesterday's limitations. You have been carrying weights that were never meant to be yours. Guilt from decisions you've already repented of. Shame from wounds that others inflicted on you. Fear from experiences that taught you to expect disappointment rather than blessing. But I declare to you in this midnight hour, those chains have no power over your destiny. The river of my forgiveness is flowing through your life right now, washing away every stain, every mark, every scar that has defined your identity. You are not who you were yesterday. You are who I say you are today. You are not limited by where you've been. You are empowered by where I am taking you. Listen to my voice cutting through the lies that have whispered in your ear for too long. You are not too broken to be used by God. You are not too far gone to receive my grace. You are not too old to dream new dreams. You are not too young to carry my authority. You are not too ordinary to do extraordinary things. The enemy has been showing you a mirror that reflects only your failures, your wounds, your weaknesses. But tonight, I am replacing that mirror with my truth. When I look at you, I see royalty. When I observe your life, I see purpose. When I consider your future, I see victory. When I examine your heart, I see beauty that takes my breath away. Every chain that has bound you to the past is rusting in the presence of my love. Can you hear the sound of metal breaking? Can you feel the weight lifting from your shoulders? Can you sense the freedom beginning to flow through your veins like life-giving blood? The midnight hour is the hour of liberation. Just as I delivered the Israelites from Egypt under the cover of darkness, just as I rolled away the stone from the tomb before dawn, I'm rolling away every obstacle that has blocked your path to breakthrough. What seemed permanent is proving to be temporary. What felt immovable is beginning to shift. You have been afraid to hope, afraid to dream, afraid to believe that your story could have a different ending than the chapters you've already lived. But I am the author of new beginnings. I am the God of second chances, third chances, as many chances as it takes. I am the one who writes beauty from ashes and joy from mourning. The healing balm of my presence is flowing over every wound that has refused to close, every hurt that has continued to throb, every rejection that has echoed in your mind. Feel the soothing touch of my grace bringing peace to places that have known only pain. This is not just emotional healing. This is restoration of your entire being. I am breaking the chain of generational patterns that have plagued your family line. The cycle of poverty stops with you. The pattern of broken relationships ends with you. The legacy of fear is replaced by faith through you. You are not just being healed, you are becoming a healer. You are not just being delivered, you are becoming a deliverer. The angels assigned to your life are working right now to clear the path ahead of you, removing every obstacle that yesterday's chains placed in your way. Tomorrow's sunrise will reveal a landscape of possibility that today's sunset could never have shown you. Speak this declaration with me, beloved. I am free from my past. I am healed in my present. I am hopeful about my future. The chains are broken. The prison doors are open. I am walking in the liberty that Christ has purchased for me. The midnight hour is not just breaking your chains. It's melting them down and forging them into keys that will unlock doors of opportunity you never imagined possible. Your past is not your prison anymore. It's your platform for testimony, your foundation for empathy, your qualification for ministry. You are free, precious one. Completely, eternally, gloriously free. My beloved child, there is something stirring in your spirit that you can no longer ignore. A call that has been growing stronger with each passing day. A divine summons that refuses to be silenced by doubt, fear, or the opinions of others. Tonight, in this sacred midnight hour, I am amplifying that call until it drowns out every voice that has tried to convince you that you are ordinary. You are not ordinary. You never were. From the moment I breathed life into your being, I embedded within you a purpose so significant that heaven holds its breath waiting for you to step into it fully. The call on your life is not a suggestion. It's a divine mandate, a holy assignment, a destiny that all of creation is eager to witness. The restlessness you've been feeling, that's not dissatisfaction with your current life. That's the stirring of divine purpose demanding expression. The dreams that wake you in the night, those are not random thoughts. They are glimpses of the future I have prepared for you. The ideas that seem too big for your current circumstances, they are exactly the right size for the anointing I am placing on your life. Listen carefully, precious one. The call on your life is not dependent on your qualifications. It's not limited by your education, your experience, or your current resources. I am the God who calls things that are not as though they were. I am the one who chooses the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, the weak things to shame the strong. When I called Moses, he was a stuttering shepherd. When I called David, He was a forgotten youngest son. When I called Esther, she was an orphaned girl. When I called Mary, she was a teenage virgin in a small town. None of them were qualified by human standards, but all of them were empowered by divine purpose. The voice you hear calling you forward is the same voice that called light out of darkness, that summoned dry land from the waters, that spoke stars into existence. When I call you, I am not asking if you feel ready. I am declaring that you are chosen. I am not inquiring about your ability. I am releasing my capability through you. The river of my anointing is beginning to flow through your life like never before. Can you feel it? The power to do what you've never done before, to be who you've never been before, to impact lives in ways you've never imagined before. This anointing is not for your glory. It's for my purposes to be fulfilled through your obedience. The midnight hour is the hour when calls are clarified and purposes are purified. In the stillness, away from the noise of everyday life, you can finally hear clearly what I have been saying to your heart. The call may be to ministry, to business, to education, to the arts, to public service. But whatever it is, it carries the fragrance of heaven and the power to transform lives. You have been hesitating because the call seems too big, too important, too significant for someone like you. But that's exactly why I chose you. I don't need your greatness. I need your availability. I don't require your perfection. I desire your willingness. I don't demand your strength. I provide my power. The angels surrounding you right now are not just guardians. They are witnesses to this moment when you finally say yes to the call that has been echoing in your spirit. They have been waiting for this midnight hour when heaven and earth align to release you into your destiny. Every experience you've had, every lesson you've learned, every test you've passed, every trial you've endured, it has all been preparing you for this call. Nothing has been wasted. Every tear has watered the ground of your calling. Every struggle has strengthened your spiritual muscles. Every victory has built your confidence in my faithfulness. The call that is rising in your heart right now will not be silenced. It will grow stronger with each sunrise. It will become clearer with each prayer. It will gain momentum with each step of obedience. This is not just your calling. This is my calling on your life. And when I call, I also enable. Say yes, beloved. Say yes to the call that is echoing in the depths of your being. Say yes to the purpose that makes your heart race with holy anticipation. Say yes to the destiny that all of heaven is conspiring to bring to pass. The world is waiting for what I want to release through you. This midnight hour is your moment of divine commissioning. Precious one, as the night deepens and we move closer to the fullness of this midnight hour, I want to reveal to you the blueprint I have drawn for your life. Not the plans you've made with your own understanding, but the divine design I crafted in the secret place before time began. You have been trying to build your life with the blueprints of human wisdom, following the architectural plans of worldly success, measuring your progress by the standards of those who cannot see beyond the natural realm. But tonight, I am unrolling heaven's blueprint before your spiritual eyes, showing you the masterpiece I intended your life to become. The blueprint of heaven for your life is not a rough sketch. It's a detailed design drawn with infinite precision, colored with divine love, and sealed with eternal purpose. Every line represents a path I've prepared for you to walk. Every room represents a season of growth and blessing. Every door represents an opportunity I've scheduled for your future. Listen to my voice as I explain the blueprint. The foundation I have laid in your life is not built on sand that shifts with circumstances, but on the solid rock of my unchanging love. The walls I have constructed around you are not barriers to contain you, but protection to cover you. The roof I have placed over your head is not a ceiling to limit you, but a covering to bless you. The river of my wisdom is flowing through your understanding right now, washing away the confusion that has clouded your vision, clearing the lens through which you see your future. Can you see it now? The clarity that comes when heaven's blueprint is revealed. The excitement that rises when you realize how carefully I have planned every detail of your journey. You have been frustrated because your life hasn't looked like the blueprints others were following. You've wondered why your path seems different, why your timing appears delayed, why your journey includes detours that others don't seem to experience. But tonight I reveal the truth. I never intended for your life to look like anyone else's because I have never created another you. The blueprint I have for your life includes rooms of rest that others may never need, corridors of testing that will strengthen your character in ways others may never understand, gardens of solitude where I will meet with you in intimacy others may never experience. Every element of the design serves a purpose in the overall masterpiece. The midnight hour is when blueprints are revealed most clearly, when the distractions of daylight no longer obscure the divine design, when the noise of other voices no longer drowns out the whisper of my instruction. In this sacred silence, you can finally see what I have been building in your life all along. I am the master architect, and I build nothing by accident. Every setback has been a setup for comeback. Every closed door has been redirecting you toward the right door. Every delay has been divine timing, ensuring that you arrive at each appointment at precisely the right moment. The blueprint includes not just destinations but timing. The angels assigned to your life are construction workers following my blueprint exactly. They have been laying foundation stones when you thought nothing was happening. They have been framing the structure when you thought you were just surviving. They have been installing systems when you thought you were just struggling. Right now, as you receive this revelation, heaven's construction crew is accelerating their work. The blueprint that seemed to be moving slowly is now advancing at supernatural speed. What I have designed for your life is beginning to manifest in the natural realm at a pace that will astonish you. You don't need to understand every detail of the blueprint to benefit from its design. You don't need to see the entire plan to take the next step of obedience. You simply need to trust the architect who has never built a life that didn't fulfill its divine purpose when the owner surrendered to the original design. The blueprint of heaven for your life includes provision you haven't needed yet, relationships you haven't met yet, opportunities you haven't seen yet, and influence you haven't imagined yet. Everything is being prepared according to the perfect timing of the divine design. This midnight hour is not just revealing the blueprint, it's activating its fulfillment. The construction phase is accelerating. The finishing touches are being applied. The masterpiece is nearing completion. Your life is not a random collection of experiences. It's a carefully crafted work of art, built according to heaven's blueprint, designed to bring glory to my name and blessing to my people. Trust the blueprint, beloved. Trust the architect. Trust the timing. My beloved child, as we approach the deepest part of this midnight hour, I want you to understand that time as you know it is about to bend to my will in your life. What has been moving slowly is about to accelerate supernaturally. What has been delayed is about to be delivered with divine speed. What has seemed impossible is about to manifest with supernatural ease. You have been operating under the assumption that breakthrough requires time, that healing needs seasons, that promises must wait for perfect conditions. But I am the God who can compress years of progress into moments of revelation, decades of growth into instances of transformation, lifetimes of searching into midnight hours of finding. The river of acceleration is beginning to flow through every area of your life right now. Can you feel the current picking up speed? Can you sense the momentum building? Can you perceive the shift from gradual progress to exponential advancement? This is not your imagination. This is my intervention, moving at the speed of light through the darkness of your circumstances. Listen to the sound of acceleration in the spirit realm. Doors that have been creaking open slowly are now swinging wide instantly. Prayers that have been incubating for months are now hatching into miracles. Seeds that have been germinating in secret are now breaking through the soil with supernatural force. The midnight hour is the hour of divine acceleration, because it's when heaven's timeline intersects with Earth's timeline, when eternal purposes override temporal processes, when the speed of my spirit exceeds the pace of natural progression. What I accelerate, no one can slow down. What I speed up, no force can delay. You have been faithful in the season of slow progress, patient in the time of preparation, steady in the phase of seeming delay. Your faithfulness in the slow times has qualified you for the supernatural times. Your patience in the waiting has prepared you for the receiving. Your steadiness in difficulty has positioned you for velocity and victory. The angels assigned to your life have been working in standard time, but now they have received orders to shift into supernatural speed. Every assignment is being expedited. Every blessing is being fast-tracked. Every promise is being moved to the front of the line. Heaven's warehouse is operating on emergency delivery protocols for your breakthrough. Right now, relationships that should take years to develop are being formed in moments of divine connection. Opportunities that typically require decades of experience are being offered to you based on supernatural qualification. Resources that normally take lifetimes to accumulate are being released to you through miraculous provision. The acceleration you're experiencing is not just about speed, it's about supernatural efficiency. I am not just making things happen faster, I am making them happen better, with greater impact, with deeper significance, with wider influence than would have been possible through natural progression. You may feel overwhelmed by the pace of change, confused by the speed of transformation, uncertain about how to handle the acceleration. But hear my voice clearly. I never accelerate anything in your life without simultaneously increasing your capacity to handle it. The same power that speeds up the blessing also strengthens you to steward it well. The midnight hour is compressing time itself around your destiny. Past regrets are being healed instantly. Present challenges are being resolved immediately. Future promises are being delivered ahead of schedule. You are living in a zone of supernatural acceleration where my timeline trumps every natural limitation. Don't try to slow down what I'm speeding up. Don't resist the acceleration out of fear of losing control. Don't hesitate to receive what I am rapidly releasing. This supernatural speed is not chaotic. It's controlled by my perfect wisdom and timed according to my flawless plan. The river of acceleration is carrying you into a season where you will say, I can't believe how quickly things are changing. You will be amazed at how fast doors open, how rapidly provision appears, how swiftly relationships align, how speedily purposes unfold. This is your season of supernatural acceleration, precious one. Buckle up for the ride of divine velocity. Trust the speed of my spirit. Embrace the pace of my purposes. What I accelerate, I also sustain. What I speed up, I also strengthen. What I advance, I also anoint. You are entering the fast lane of divine favor, and there are no speed limits on the highway of heaven. My precious child, as the power of this midnight hour intensifies and your breakthrough draws near, I must prepare you for what the enemy will attempt in these final moments. The closer you come to your destiny, the louder his lies will become. The brighter your light shines, the more desperately he will try to dim it. But I am warning you now, so that you will not be caught off guard by his schemes. The adversary has noticed the shift in the atmosphere around your life. He can sense the acceleration, feel the momentum building, perceive the supernatural activity that surrounds you. Like a wounded animal, he will become most dangerous in these final moments before his defeat becomes obvious to all. Listen carefully to my warning. The enemy will try to convince you that this midnight moment is too good to be true, that breakthrough cannot happen this quickly, that you are not worthy of such rapid transformation. He will whisper lies designed to make you doubt what you are experiencing right now. He will send familiar spirits to remind you of past failures, old patterns, previous disappointments. He will parade before your mind every reason why you should not believe, should not hope, should not receive what I am offering. He will use the voices of doubt from your past to question the voice of destiny speaking to your present. But hear my voice above his whispers. The enemy is not fighting you because you are failing. He is fighting you because you are advancing. He is not attacking you because you are weak. He is assaulting you because you are strong. He is not opposing you because you are insignificant. He is resisting you because you are influential. The river of my protection is flowing around you like a fortress of light, creating a barrier that the enemy cannot penetrate. He may roar like a lion outside the walls, but he cannot touch what I have covered. He may create noise and distraction, but he cannot derail what I have destined. The midnight hour is when spiritual warfare intensifies because it's when spiritual breakthrough is imminent. The enemy knows that if he cannot stop you in this moment, he will have missed his opportunity. He understands that this midnight encounter with my presence will transform you in ways that cannot be undone. You may feel the pressure increasing, the spiritual atmosphere becoming heavy, the resistance growing stronger. This is not a sign that you are moving away from breakthrough. This is confirmation that you are moving toward it. The enemy does not waste his ammunition on territories he already controls. I want you to understand the enemy's strategy so you can recognize his tactics. He will try to make you busy when you need to be still. He will attempt to create urgency about insignificant things when you need to focus on eternal things. He will send interruptions during your prayer time, distractions during your worship, and emergencies during your breakthrough moments. But you have authority over his schemes. You carry my power in your spirit. You walk under the covering of my blood. The name of Jesus on your lips is more powerful than any weapon he can form against you. When you speak my word, demons tremble. When you declare my promises, his lies lose their power. The angels surrounding you right now are not passive observers. They are active warriors engaged in battle on your behalf. Every time you choose faith over fear, they advance. Every time you speak truth over lies, they gain ground. Every time you worship instead of worry, they win victories in the heavenly realm. Do not be intimidated by the enemy's final assault. Do not be discouraged by the intensity of the spiritual pressure. Do not be deceived by the timing of the attack. The fact that he is fighting so hard is proof that your breakthrough is so close that he can taste his defeat. Stand firm, beloved. Hold your ground. Keep your eyes fixed on me, not on the enemy's theatrics. Continue to receive what I am giving you in this midnight hour. Let my peace guard your heart, and my truth renew your mind. The enemy's final assault is actually the prelude to his final defeat. His loudest roar precedes his most humiliating retreat. His greatest show of force signals his last opportunity to intimidate. You are not just surviving his attack, you are overcoming it. You are not just enduring his assault, you are conquering through it. You are not just resisting his schemes, you are exposing his powerlessness. The victory is already won, precious one. The enemy's final assault is just noise before the silence of his surrender. Precious one, in this deepening midnight hour, it's time for you to understand the magnitude of the authority I have placed within you. You have been walking as a victim when I created you to be a victor. You have been living as a servant when I designed you to reign as royalty. You have been speaking as one powerless when I have given you dominion over darkness itself. The authority you carry is not dependent on your feelings, your confidence, or your circumstances. It flows from your identity as my child, your position in my kingdom, your inheritance through my Son. The moment you became mine, I transferred to you the same power that raised Jesus from the dead, the same authority that commands angels, the same dominion that rules over all creation. You have been asking me to fight battles that I have already given you the authority to win. You have been begging me to open doors that I have already handed you the keys to unlock. You have been pleading with me to break chains that I have already empowered you to shatter with my word. Listen to the declaration I am making over your life. You are not weak, you are mighty in me. You are not powerless, you are equipped with divine authority. You are not defeated, you are more than a conqueror. You are not struggling, you are overcoming. You are not bound, you are free, and you have the power to set others free. The river of authority is flowing through your spirit right now, awakening power that has been dormant, activating dominion that has been sleeping, releasing influence that has been contained. Can you feel it rising within you? The strength that is not your own? The confidence that comes from heaven? The boldness that fears no enemy? The midnight hour is when kings and queens learn to rule, when warriors discover their weapons, when leaders embrace their calling. In the quiet darkness, away from the opinions of others, you can finally hear the truth about who you really are and what you really carry. You carry the authority to speak to mountains and watch them move. You possess the power to command storms and see them still. You hold the dominion to bind what should not be permitted and loose what should not be restricted. This is not presumption. This is your inheritance as my child. The enemy has worked overtime to keep you ignorant of your authority, because he knows that the moment you discover it, his reign of intimidation in your life is over. He cannot withstand the believer who knows who they are, what they carry, and how to use the weapons of their warfare. Every word you speak carries the weight of heaven when it aligns with my will. Every prayer you pray moves the hand of God when it flows from faith. Every declaration you make shifts the atmosphere when it comes from authority. You are not just making requests, you are issuing divine decrees. The angels assigned to your life have been working overtime, clearing paths you don't even know you'll walk, opening doors you haven't even approached yet. I have watched your silent battles, your unseen tears, your faithful steps when no one applauded. I have collected every tear in my bottle, turned every prayer into a precious stone, and woven every act of faith into the tapestry of your destiny. And now I declare to you, this is not the season of delay. This is the beginning of release. What was buried is rising like the morning sun. What was shut is opening like flowers in spring. What was broken is being made whole, not by your striving, but by my spirit moving like a mighty river through the landscape of your life. The healing you've prayed for, the breakthrough you've waited for, the miracle you've believed for, it's all converging at this very moment. The enemy tried to convince you that midnight was your deadline, that time was running out, that opportunities were slipping away. But I tell you a divine secret. In my kingdom, midnight is not the end. It's the moment of greatest power. It's when heaven touches earth most intimately. It's when the veil is thinnest and my voice is clearest. Right now, as you receive these words, the atmosphere around you is shifting. Can you sense it? The very air you breathe is charged with possibility. The angels are leaning in, waiting for your response. Heaven is holding its breath, ready to release the abundance that has been stored up for such a time as this. You are not too late. You are right on time. This moment, this message, this divine encounter, it's all part of my perfect plan unfolding in your life. The best is not behind you, precious one. The best is ahead, and it begins right now. My beloved child, as we reach the crescendo of this sacred midnight hour, I am about to release into your spirit something that cannot be earned, cannot be learned, and cannot be duplicated by human effort. This is a supernatural impartation, a divine deposit that will forever change the trajectory of your life and ministry. What I am about to give you is not just inspiration that fades with time or motivation that diminishes with difficulty. This is an impartation of my very nature, a transfer of divine DNA, an infusion of supernatural ability that will enable you to do what you could never do in your own strength. The river of impartation is beginning to flow from my throne into your spirit right now. Can you feel it? The tingling sensation of heaven touching earth, the warmth of divine presence penetrating every cell of your being, the electricity of supernatural power coursing through your spiritual veins. This is not emotion. This is impartation. Listen to what I am depositing into your spirit. I am giving you my eyes to see beyond the natural realm into the spiritual realities that govern all of life. I am placing my heart within your heart so you will love with divine love. I am breathing my breath into your lungs so you will speak with supernatural authority. I am placing my hands over your hands so you will touch lives with healing power. This impartation includes gifts you didn't know you possessed, abilities you never imagined you could have, authority you never dreamed you could carry. I am activating spiritual senses that have been dormant, awakening prophetic vision that has been sleeping, releasing healing power that has been contained. The midnight hour is the hour of greatest impartation, because the veil between heaven and earth is thinnest, the resistance to supernatural activity is lowest, the hunger for divine encounter is deepest. This is when I can pour into your spirit without the distractions and doubts that daylight often brings. You will leave this midnight encounter carrying something you didn't bring with you. You will walk away from this divine appointment equipped with supernatural capacity that you didn't possess when you arrived. You will step into tomorrow with an anointing that yesterday couldn't have contained. The impartation I am releasing includes wisdom for decisions you haven't had to make yet, discernment for situations you haven't encountered yet, authority for battles you haven't fought yet, and grace for assignments you haven't received yet. I am preparing you in advance for the future I have prepared for you. This is not a temporary blessing that will fade with time. This is a permanent impartation that will increase with use. Like a muscle that grows stronger with exercise, the gifts I am depositing will multiply as you step out in faith to use them for my glory and the blessing of others. The angels surrounding you are not just observing this impartation. They are participating in it, carrying specific gifts from the throne room and depositing them into your spirit. Some carry healing, others carry prophecy, still others carry supernatural wisdom, divine strategy, or miraculous provision. You may not feel qualified to receive such powerful gifts, but qualification is not the criteria for impartation. Availability is. I don't impart based on perfection. I impart based on surrender. I don't require that you feel ready. I simply need you to be willing. The supernatural impartation includes the ability to discern the voice of my spirit with greater clarity, to perceive spiritual atmospheres with increased sensitivity, to pray with supernatural effectiveness, to speak with divine authority, to love with heavenly compassion. Right now, as you receive these words, programming is being downloaded into your spirit that will give you wisdom for relationships, strategies for business, insights for ministry, understanding for family dynamics, and solutions for problems that haven't even manifested yet. This impartation will manifest differently in different seasons of your life. What seems like a small gift today may become a mighty ministry tomorrow. What appears to be personal revelation now may become public proclamation later. What feels like private preparation in this moment may become powerful demonstration in the future. Don't try to analyze what you're receiving. Simply receive it. Don't attempt to understand every aspect of the impartation. Just accept it with gratitude. Don't question whether you're worthy. Simply celebrate that I am generous. The supernatural impartation you receive in this midnight hour will be evident to others. They will notice a difference in your prayers, your wisdom, your peace, your authority. They will sense that something significant has changed in your spiritual atmosphere. You are not the same person you were when this midnight hour began, precious one. You are carrying something new, something powerful, something supernatural that will impact every area of your life and ministry. The impartation is complete. The transfer is finished, the deposit is made. Now step forward into the fullness of what I have placed within you. Precious one, as this sacred midnight hour begins to give way to the approaching dawn, I want you to understand that the morning you are about to enter is unlike any morning you have ever experienced. This is not just another sunrise. This is the dawning of your new season, the beginning of your breakthrough era, the first light of your transformed life. The darkness of this midnight hour has been a cocoon, wrapping you in divine intimacy, while I worked transformation in the secret place of your spirit. But now, like a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis, you are about to step into the light carrying wings you never knew you possessed, beauty you never imagined you could display, and the ability to soar at heights you never dreamed possible. Listen to the prophetic promise I am declaring over your morning. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. The night season of waiting is over. The morning season of manifesting has begun. What was hidden in darkness is about to be revealed in light. What was prepared in secret is about to be demonstrated in public. The river of new beginnings is already flowing toward your tomorrow, carrying with it opportunities that didn't exist yesterday, relationships that weren't available last week, provision that wasn't accessible last month, and favor that hasn't been seen in your life for years. Can you hear the sound of the new day approaching? This morning will not find you empty-handed. You will rise carrying the impartation you received in the midnight hour, wearing the authority I activated in the darkness, possessing the revelation I downloaded in the silence. You are not emerging from this night the same person who entered it. The angels who have been ministering to you throughout this midnight encounter are now preparing to escort you into your morning season. They carry assignments for your daylight hours, strategies for your public interactions, and divine appointments for your calendar that will astonish you with their precision and power. You have been wondering when your season would change, when your circumstances would shift, when your breakthrough would manifest. The answer is now. This morning. The morning that changes everything is not coming. It's here. The dawn of your new day is breaking even as you receive these words. The enemy tried to convince you that midnight was your deadline, that time was running out, that your opportunity was expiring. But I have turned his attempted ending into your new beginning. What he meant to be your midnight of defeat has become your midnight of deliverance. What he designed as your darkest hour has become your moment of greatest power. The morning light will reveal evidence of the transformation that took place in the darkness. Friends will notice a difference in your countenance. Family will sense a shift in your atmosphere. Colleagues will perceive a change in your confidence. Strangers will be drawn to the light that now radiates from your spirit. This is the morning when phones will ring with unexpected opportunities. This is the dawn when emails will arrive with surprising invitations. This is the sunrise when doors will open that you never even knocked on. This is the daybreak when provision will appear from sources you never considered. The morning that changes everything includes restoration of what was lost, multiplication of what was given, and manifestation of what was promised. You will see the return of dreams you thought were dead, the revival of hopes you had buried, the resurrection of promises you had forgotten. But understand this clearly, beloved. The morning that changes everything is not just about what happens to you. It's about what happens through you. You are not just being blessed. You are becoming a blessing. You are not just receiving transformation. You are carrying transformation to others. The light that dawns in your life this morning will shine through you into the darkness of others. The breakthrough that manifests in your circumstances will become a testimony that encourages the faith of those who are still waiting for their midnight hour to end. You will become a living example of my faithfulness, a walking demonstration of my power, a breathing testimony of my love. People will look at your life and say, if God can do it for them, He can do it for me. Your morning will give hope to those who are still in their midnight season. Prepare your heart for the joy that is coming with the morning. Get ready for the surprises that the sunrise will bring. Open your hands to receive what the daylight will deliver. The morning that changes everything is dawning over your life right now. The night is nearly over, precious one. The darkness is giving way to light. The waiting is ending, and the receiving is beginning. Your morning of transformation has arrived. My beloved child, as this sacred midnight hour reaches its completion, and the first whispers of dawn begin to touch the horizon of your new season, I want to speak to you one final truth that will anchor your heart for all the days that lie ahead. This is not just the end of our midnight encounter. This is the beginning of an eternal promise that will sustain you through every season of your life. Here is the promise I am sealing over your life as this transformative night concludes. I will never leave you nor forsake you. What I have begun in you, I will complete. What I have spoken over you, I will fulfill. What I have promised to you, I will perform. You are mine forever, and my love for you is everlasting. The river of eternal love is flowing through this promise, carrying the certainty that nothing can separate you from my heart. Nothing can diminish your value in my eyes. Nothing can alter your position as my beloved child. This love is not based on your performance. It's rooted in my character. It's not dependent on your faithfulness. It's anchored in my faithfulness. You may face mornings when you don't feel the power of this midnight hour. You may encounter days when the revelation seems distant, when the impartation feels dormant, when the authority appears weakened. But hear me clearly. Feelings are temporary, but my promises are eternal. What I have done in your spirit tonight is not subject to the fluctuations of emotion or circumstance. The midnight transformation you have experienced is not a fleeting encounter that will fade with time. It's an eternal transaction that has forever altered your spiritual DNA. You carry within you now the permanent presence of my spirit, the unchanging truth of my word, and the unshakable reality of my love. Listen to the eternal promise echoing through all of time. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I have chosen you, called you, equipped you, and commissioned you for such a time as this. Your life is not an accident. It's an assignment. Your existence is not random. It's purposeful. Your future is not uncertain. It's secured by my eternal covenant. The angels who have ministered to you throughout this midnight hour will not abandon you when the sun rises. They have been assigned to your life for its duration, carrying out the eternal plans I have established for your journey. What began in darkness will continue in light. What was birthed at midnight will mature in the daylight. You are entering a season where you will live from promise to promise, from breakthrough to breakthrough, from glory to glory. Each day will bring new evidence of my faithfulness, fresh demonstrations of my power, and deeper revelations of my love. This is not just a mountaintop experience. This is the new normal for your life. The eternal promise includes provision for every need before you face it, wisdom for every decision before you make it, strength for every challenge before you encounter it, and grace for every assignment before you receive it. I have prepared your way in advance, and I will walk with you every step of the journey. When others ask you about the transformation they see in your life, tell them about this midnight hour. When people question the source of your peace, your joy, your authority, your breakthrough, point them to this eternal promise. You are not just a recipient of my goodness. You are a witness to my faithfulness. The promise I make to you tonight extends beyond your earthly life into eternity itself. What I am building in you will last forever. What I am depositing in you will outlive your physical existence. What I am establishing through you will impact generations you will never meet in this life, but will celebrate with in the life to come. Remember this midnight hour when you face the storms of life. Recall this divine encounter when the enemy whispers lies about your identity. Return to this eternal promise when circumstances suggest that I have forgotten you. I never forget what I have spoken. Never abandon what I have started. Never forsake whom I have called. You are sealed with the Holy Spirit of promise. You are covered by the blood of the eternal covenant. You are loved with an everlasting love that will never diminish, never change, never end. This is not just what I do for you. This is who you are to me. The midnight hour is ending, but the promise is eternal. The darkness is passing, but the light is everlasting. The encounter is concluding, but the relationship is forever. Go now into your new day carrying the confidence of one who has been in my presence, spoken to by my voice, touched by my hand, and sealed by my promise. You are not the same. You will never be the same. And I will be with you always, even to the end of the age. This is my eternal promise to you, my beloved child. Receive it, believe it, walk in it, share it. You are mine forever.